Welcome back to Business Doctor channel. I'm so happy that you are here today. I'm going to focus on the problem perceiving skills as a precursor to problem solving skills. Stay on to know more. Some of the problems we have faced either in your personal life or in your professional life or something like this, which you may be aware. You may have a difficult or upset customer after you served the customer with a product or a service. Sometimes what happens is that there is a shortage in the resources. Your co-worker might not have turned up and you may have to fulfill that responsibility also for the day or for that period of time. The company may have a difficulty in giving you the required amount of budget for you to perform your role. So you will have a problem in managing the budget. Of course, there are a lot of technical issues now, whether it is starting from a TV mechanical repair or a TV electronics repair to your industrial applications. And there are a lot of conflicts between co-workers, between the roles, between the responsibilities, etc. Sometimes the company has to decide which expenses they need to cut off first as part of the cost cutting exercise. Or you may be asking for some kind of a help or a suggestion from your classmates or peers, or sometimes even maybe from your professors in the areas you are struggling with. And the world today is focusing on the problem solving skills and what you should have and how you are going to solve the problem, and this is what a leader will do, and there are a lot of things like that. But I have a different view in the sense that before you get on to that solution space, first you need to understand or perceive, that is the idea behind this video, you need to perceive what the problem is in the first place. This is the first step you need to do before you actually roll up the sleeve and starting to solve the problem. The word perceive gives you the meaning that you need to be aware, you need to know, you need to comprehend, understand, and you have a fair understanding of that. And that definitely involves your senses, 5 senses, whatever the senses are, you need to invoke that sense and or one or more senses to have a complete picture of the problem, even before you get into the solution space. Sometimes what happens is that instead of people thinking about it, they start feeling about it. The way you solve the problem by feeling will be totally different from the way you start thinking and solving the problem. So a thoughtful solution is different. A solution which is arrived at basically from an emotional perspective is different. So what happens is that at the moment it is emotional, then you will get into things which may not be fair for the parties affected in the or affected by the problem or by the solution space. So the general steps involved in solving the problem is that you define the problem, then you have to generate multiple options, and you need to know which option will be better, will it be smoother for everyone to adopt, and you may have to evaluate the impact of that with respect to the other solution areas or other impactful areas, and then start implementing the solution. What will happen is that if you don't perceive it correctly and you straight away jump into the problem, then you will get into a kind of a difficult situation where you will lack the empathy if it involves your co-worker or others part of the solution. So you may tend to avoid or you may tend to lose that empathy factor in your decision making or in your problem solution space, or you may try to define that in an improper way and you may totally get a different solution which may not be coherent with the problem per se, or it may not be acceptable to all the parties involved in that. all the parties here, it includes the stakeholders to the problem. And maybe it may also result you in poor option selections, which may not be options per se, but it might be, because you are emotional in that context, so you will come up with some options which are which may be poor in terms of resolution of the problem. Okay, obviously that will be an incomplete solution. So we have seen the decision-making techniques, quite a few techniques in the past, and that should help you to perceive the problem well enough so that you follow the right techniques and give a better solution to your manager or to your company or for yourself or maybe to your family. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Cheers.